In this video, I'm going to show you how you can add your field photos into QGIS project. We discussed about the geotag photos, but the one that I have today, they are not geotag. So how you can check that one out, right click on your picture, go to properties, go to details tab, and look for GPS section. Okay, here as you see, there is no GPS information, so they are not geotagged. So for adding these kind of pictures, you need to have an Excel file that contains coordinates. Let's open up the one that I have. There are few columns that are necessary. For instance, the photo names, it has to be exactly as you save the photos. Then you have the description, and I added bearing, and indeed I extracted these numbers. These are the made up numbers from the direction that the picture is looking to, right? This is southeast, I put 127. For instance, this is east southeast, I put 100. The other one, for instance, this is looking towards west, this is looking towards north. Okay, we can add this direction. Then we have some other information. Okay, it can be anything. We have longitude and latitude, and we have the path of the files of the pictures, right? These are in this folder, all is the same, and the name is different. Alright, so we're gonna do two settings in QGIS. So for that reason, I want to have the photo names individually like this, and also the path like the one that you see, the entire address in my computer. Let's go to QGIS. Here I have one untitled project. So we are going to add our text file. We click on that. We find our CSV file, right? Is this one. Open up. For the geometry definition, I'm going to choose the X as a longitude, Y as a latitude, and the coordinate system, right? We talked about that. I'm going to use geographic coordinate system, find NAD 83, right? So let's find it out. And the good thing is when you are using once, okay, it's gonna be added in your list, okay, recently used. Rather than going after that, I can check here. Okay, you see I have different type. You see the map, I have different coordinates that I used, and the last one that I used is this one. I'm going to choose this and click add and close. Okay, I have my points, so they are sitting somewhere that I don't know where it is, right? So what I'm gonna do, I will add my Google Maps on top, and maybe Google Imagery as well. Right, drag and drop the points on top, and I'm going to change the colors to something striking like yellow based on the background that we have. These are my photo locations, and next thing that you could do is you need to activate a plugin. Okay, you go to the plugins, you go to manage and install, wait a few seconds, then you have the list of installed one. So some of them are the core one. Okay, when you install the software, it will appear here as well. So the one that we are looking is called Qgis. Let's see if I can find that one. Yeah, okay, for me it's activated, but for you probably it's not activated. Just click here, indeed check the box and install, or hit the install plugin if there is one. Otherwise, if the check box, it's the only option, you can check that one and then close this one. So now you have that option activated, and that's going to be under database. We have Qgis here. So you go to Qgis event browser. Alright, so you see automatically this find my photos because I had the pass already, right? So otherwise you would go to options and set one by one. If attribute coordinates pass to the file, okay, that is you could choose pass, okay. And here, compass bearing, you can select, you can check this box and select from bearing. For the rest, you don't need it except this, the base path. So what you need to copy, indeed, you go to the folder and you copy this path that all photos are there, and then place it here. And then, check box as remember this, and then save it. When you do this, the pictures will appear here. Alright? So with this one, you see this is the picture. One thing that you should do, probably, because when this is selected, the pictures, when this is selected, okay, the symbol is going to be red. So I need to change this color to something else that when it's selected I know it's that one. Apply and OK. So these are my points, right? The one it's selected is, now it's yellow. You see, for instance, this one, right, this is the bearing, it's adding one arrow on top, and you can see where this photo is taken, right? Probably these white units here are the one that you're looking here, right? You see this kind of curve here, or concave towards us. Indeed, it has to be here. Alright, this is a good thing because you have the description. So John provided you some detailed information. For instance, let's see this one. Okay, so here you have some description. We're looking towards southeast. You have the coordinates. You have, if you have more information, it's gonna appear here. Okay, this is one thing of doing it. The second thing that you should do, which I think it's not that useful as this one, but somehow you might have that option active, which will open the picture out of your QGIS project. For doing that, you need double click on the file and then go to actions. You can set it manually, but I'm going to do a quick job and show you a very quick way of doing it. For that case, you need to click on create default actions. Okay, so here there are a few actions. You are going to deal with open files, right? So I'm gonna keep this and I'm gonna delete the rest. And let's click apply. Okay, let's click apply, yeah, let's do something before going to the next step. Double click on the open files. Okay, here you can set an icon. Okay, here you can go to a folder. For instance, I'm gonna choose one of these pictures as my logo. and then click OK, apply, and OK. Now in your GIS environment, you have this icon activated. If you click on this small box, you have open file, right? Click on that. Now this is gonna change into, you know, your open file or the logo that you had. And if you click on any of them, okay, it will open your picture out of QGIS environment. You may edit the picture for some reasons, right, or do some detailed investigation on these pictures, but as you see, there's no description, right? So you don't, if there's something about this picture that's given in your Excel file, you are not seeing it now here. But both of it, activated, it would be helpful for your project. Thank you.